What's good with y'all? I know we haven't spoken in a minute, and this is probably a different type of video, but I just want to talk to y'all real quick. I just started this book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I started it yesterday, right? And I'm like halfway through it. And I'm not normally the type to read, I'm gonna be honest with you. I had a book. I guess it didn't interest me, so I never read it. But this shit like this, like when you find a book, bro, that interests you, you gonna start reading that shit. Even if you don't think you're the type to read, you gonna start reading that shit because it interests you. You know what I mean? If you want to learn, you gonna learn. There's some knowledge in this shit. Ever since I started reading this book, right, there would be people like this. I'll be at work too, because I've been reading at work. Because I got it yesterday. I got it during one of my shifts. I just went to go buy that shit because it wasn't busy or nothing. And then I'm just reading right now. I read yesterday. I didn't read that long yesterday, but I read a good amount. And today I read a good amount too, and I'm still about to read in a little bit after this video. But basically what I'm trying to say is you gotta mind your own business. That's one of the chapters in this book. It's the third chapter, mind your own business. When I say mind your own business, you might be thinking like, oh, mind your own business, you know what I mean? Don't be in other people's businesses, you know what I mean? And you could think of that certain ways. Like you could think, well, not really. You probably think of it just like mind your own business, like why are you in their business? But in this book, it was saying like mind your own business, like focus on yourself, focus on your own business. Because working a nine to five and shit like that, you're working under somebody. You're working under your manager. That manager's working under somebody too. You know what I mean? You're working for the government or some shit. Like you working for something. You working for somebody, but you're not working for yourself. So you working for somebody, but you're not working for your own business. You know what I mean? And then that comes to like assets and liabilities and shit too. Because you can't just like start your own business out of nowhere, you know what I mean? And some people don't even want to start their own business. That's not a problem. That's really like up to you. If you have that desire to make your own business, to build your own business and do all that shit, then that's on you, bro. Like, I mean, good luck with it. But what you could do right now, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people in the same state as me, same financial state as me, what you could do, I got an asset. I'm not gonna lie, just a asset. I'm not gonna say I have a couple or anything, but I will have a couple because I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? But assets, we gotta have. So you right now, if you're in the same financial state as me, so something around there, you same point in life. You know what I mean? Whatever you're doing, just working and shit. Even if you're not just working, you gotta invest in your assets. Use the 9 to 5 or whatever. Use the money that you got. Invest in the assets, and the assets gonna make you money over time. It's gonna make you money over time, and then eventually you're gonna use that money you get from assets to invest in more assets. You know what I mean? So you're gonna keep growing your assets versus liabilities. You don't want that much liabilities. Like people nowadays, they be like, oh, I'm gonna buy this. It's an asset, right? It's not an asset half the time because like it's not producing them money. It's not appreciating in value or nothing. You know what I mean? It's not giving you shit. But assets will give you shit. You know what I mean? Will give you money. Whether it's overtime, whether it's overnight, they gonna get you money passively when you sleeping. You know what I mean? It's you making money work for you. So just invest that shit. Whether it's like stocks, whether it's whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever will and produce you money. Just that you know will produce you money. Make sure you do your own research. Don't invest your money in random ass shit and assume it's investing. That's liabilities, bro. So do your own research and invest in assets. Use your 9 to 5 to buy assets. Use your assets and your 9 to 5 to keep buying assets to eventually improve your assets. Because maybe your assets don't last a lifetime, you know what I mean? So you're gonna have to keep investing in those assets. And while you keep investing in those assets, eventually those assets will make money that will eventually last a lifetime, you know what I mean? And then eventually you can use your assets that you have at some point in time, that you will have, because you're gonna have it, right? You can use those assets even if they might like end in a certain like 5 years or some, a couple years, a year, you know what I mean? You're gonna eventually have so many assets that will produce you enough money to buy an asset that's gonna last a lifetime. And then after that, just don't think that shit is over, because that shit gonna last you a lifetime. You gotta keep getting more of them, you know what I mean? You gotta get multiple assets that last you that lifetime, you know what I mean? So you can eventually stop working, stop fucking working, you know what I mean? Stop being this 9 to 5, this fucking rat race, because that's just not fun working every fucking day. Do you like going to work? Even if you do like going to work, you would rather be on a beach or some shit, like somewhere on like a tropical island or something, you know what I mean? Not working, but you still making money. You gonna get to that point, bro. You gonna get to that point if you just do it, bro. You just gotta do it. Like, it might sound simple and shit, but it really is that simple. Like, you just gotta do it, bro. Like, what is stopping you? Nothing's stopping you. The only thing that's stopping you is yourself. You over here spending money on liabilities and shit. I know I'm saying liabilities and assets and everything, but like, a lot of people don't even know the difference. Like, look, I'm about to go through this shit real quick. This little book. And I'm about to read you the definition that they gave me about assets and liabilities. If I can fucking find this. It was like low-key a minute ago. Mind your own business. Oh, it was low-key last. Yeah, it was last. Okay, look. So, assets. Okay, there we go. Assets add to your income. They put money in your pocket. A liability takes money out of your pocket. It's as simple as that. One thing I started too, it was like not too long ago. Like, I started like being outside more, you know what I mean? Enjoying the weather while I can. Cause this sun, you feel me? This sun is beaming. This sun going crazy. It's busting, you know what I mean? Like, the sun, that shit gives you energy, bro. You gotta be outside more. Like, if you wanna read or whatever, like, you don't gotta read. Like, just be outside. Because like, half of the time, bro, like, especially with quarantine and shit, we all stuck inside. We over here feeling down and shit. We not getting no type of sun, no type of vitamin D, not shit, you know what I mean? We just sit in the house doing the same shit every single day, whatever, going to work here, boom, go back home, you know what I mean? It's like, that's what, I don't know, I was in that little phase, especially, I started working valet like a month or something ago, you know what I mean? Not that long ago. I used to work at White Castle. I was a manager over there, crew manager, and like, I was getting paid pretty well. I'm gonna be straight up blunt with y'all. I was getting paid 19.27. Well, actually, I was getting paid 18.5. I had a raise, but them motherfuckers never put that shit in the system. I don't know if it was my manager or whatever. I don't give a fuck no more. I don't fuck with White Castle no more. That was like, I'm not gonna lie, that was down bad because, like, I don't know, life, you know what I mean? Life, and on top of work, bro, that's just hella stress. It obviously depends on the point of life you're at, but at the point of the life I was at, I was not the best state, you know what I mean? Like, shit was going on, and I was just over here working 40 plus hours a week as a motherfucking manager. Like, I'm over here working doubles too, like doubles, bro. And I'm telling you, like, they was, like, if you think a double, like, double here, I work a double here any fucking day, because, like, why not? A double over there at White Castle, bro, man, that shit was like 16 hours, and you damn near in a fucking, you feel like you in a cell, bro, like, for real. I mean, it's just like, you feel trapped, bro. Like, I fuck with this job way more. I'm gonna be outside. Like, I didn't fucking socialize. Like, there's people, you know what I mean? There's people out here that's other than just customers, you know what I mean? It's like motherfuckers that are every day. Like, people just going to the mall. It depends where you work at, obviously, but going to the mall, whatever, just like regular people, other beings, other humans, other lives, you know what I mean? Like, all this shit is like living people, you know what I mean? Living things, like nature and shit. I really fuck with nature. Like, that shit gives you energy. All these other people give you energy too. They either give you energy or they fucking take your energy. So you gotta make sure who the fuck you be around. But I mean, if you're not really socializing with all these other people, they're not really bothering you. You know what I mean? I'm over here just reading and shit. But yeah, basically, I just been at that point in my life where I just feel like I'm really focusing on myself, because like, I always been, focus on myself, you know what I mean? But I really wasn't focusing on myself, I guess. Like, I'm saying I guess, like, I don't know, bro. I wasn't focusing on myself. I wasn't progressing. Like, I was over here, like, yeah, I was working hard. I was a hard ass worker. I'm still a hard ass worker. Don't get me wrong, but I was hard working at fucking 45 hours a week at White Castle and shit. Not getting no raise, not getting. I mean, I did get a raise, but I didn't, if that makes sense. But even if I had that 19.27, that would barely do shit. That would just take out. man, they would just take more taxes from me anyway. So fuck it, bro. Like, you know what I mean? But I was over there stressing 45 hours a week in a weak ass motherfucking fast food restaurant. One of probably the worst fast food restaurants you could think of. Like, you know what I mean? And then I was getting treated like shit. Like, not really like shit, but like they didn't give a fuck about me. Honestly, like my GM, she worked for salary, so like, fuck, she barely worked, bro. She was only there doing her little shit on the computer that I probably could have done, bro. Like, and I could have getting paid salary just like her, and I was working more than her. Like, she would deadass put less time in, put in work and shit. Like, I understand she put in like paperwork and shit, but I did that shit too. I just didn't do like all the other shit because I was a manager, but I was like kind of new, and she didn't really like. I don't know how to explain it. She didn't really go over all that, but I don't think all the other managers really did all that shit either. Maybe a couple of them because they've been there for years and shit. And look, I was there for like a year and like 2-3 months or something, and then man, I liked it at first, but because like everyone was cool there, I was getting paid pretty well. You know what I mean? I enjoyed the job, but then it just got way too stressful. Even before I was a manager, I took the manager because I was like, I took the manager position because I was like, I mean, I'm gonna get paid more. You know what I mean? I already do damn near the same shit as a manager. I'll probably be doing more than a manager. So I was like, shit, I'm gonna just get paid as a manager and do the same shit damn near, right? It wasn't a bad decision, but man, I should have just left the job in the first place because, like, man, it was not it. It's like unnecessary ass stress. I mean, I had applied here like a year ago or some shit. I applied here like 3 times. Got 1 or 2 interviews before that, before I got that job. Actually, now I applied again, and I was like, man, fuck White Castle. I applied again, I got the job, and then put my 2 weeks in, shit like that. I made sure they gave my ass my PTO because I know they know I deserve that shit. I should have got paid way more for my PTO, but fuck it. It's already used some, but fuck it. I had to get my bread before I left that shit. But now, like, I'm over here working out, valet and shit. I be outside enjoying the sun, reading books, gaining knowledge, over here focusing on myself, you know what I mean? Working on myself spiritually, mentally, physically, and financially, all that shit. Because that's really working on yourself. You're not working on yourself, you're only working on a couple of your categories, you know what I mean? Like finance and fucking, like say I was at work, White Castle and shit. I was not mentally straight. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I was not mentally right. I was not in the right state of mind. I said that before. But like I was over there focused on my finance, you know what I mean? My financial decisions and shit, how much money I make. I really cared about my income. But like now, like my job's smooth. I get paid pretty good, you know what I mean? It depends, tips and shit, you know what I mean? But like, I mean, even if I was getting paid not that much, this job is not bad at all. I get to enjoy my life. I don't feel trapped. I'm the only one working right now. I fuck with working by myself. Like, either you're working by yourself or you working with a friend or some shit. Like, you working with somebody that's cool and shit, like, you don't really got a problem with them. Like, you still got to talk to them and shit. Like, I mean, you don't always want to talk to somebody, you know what I mean? Especially if you work in the morning. Yeah, I'm not the morning person. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not a morning person. So I don't really like talking to people in the morning. Especially when I first be waking up. Like, it's not it, bruh. But basically, bro, yeah, mind your own business, focus on yourself, and really focus on yourself because, like, nobody else is gonna be there for you. Like, you see all these other people, they probably say they're there for you, but honestly, they probably not, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, make yourself reliable to yourself. Don't let other people be able to rely on you if you can't even rely on yourself, you know what I mean? I used to like always be like, hey, if y'all ever need some shit, y'all can hit me up. Oh, I'm still like that. If y'all ever need some shit, y'all can hit me up type shit, you know what I mean? I say that to whoever, because you never know what motherfuckers be going through. You never know. That's it for real. You don't know what motherfuckers be going through. Because everyone's life is different, bro. Like, no one's living the same life as another person. Not at all. Like, everyone's going through different shit, different emotions, different lives, different everything, different circumstances, situations in life, everything. It can happen from a second to another second or a day to another day, you know what I mean? You never know what the fuck is happening to anybody. You never know what's going through someone's mind. So that's why I'm that type of person. I'm like, if you need someone to talk to, let me know, cause shit, I be needing someone to talk to sometimes too, and that's how it be. Now everyone has someone to talk to. I mean, that just might be me though. A lot of people, they're not built for that shit. They can't be like helping someone out in a certain situation. You know what I mean? Not everyone's best communicating or like giving advice or something like that, being helpful. You know what I mean? Basically, bro, find yourself, work on yourself, enjoy life, and then enjoy the little things. Make sure you're working for your future and shit too, though. I know everybody be like, not everybody, but people be like you gotta live in the present and shit. But and stop worrying about the future. Stop worrying about the past. But half of the time, bro, you gotta worry about the future. Not stress over it, but you gotta think ahead and be smart. What the hell, bro? See, I ain't not say your name, Siri. I don't know why she talking and shit. But yeah, you gotta think ahead, be ahead of the path, take precautions and shit. Don't be too vulnerable, especially emotionally and shit, but everything, financially, everything. Don't be too vulnerable. Don't think you set in this one place, because that shit could change any second of your life, any day of your life. Just make sure everything's straight, make sure you're straight, and then after everything's straight and you're straight, then you can focus on other shit. Then you can get in a relationship. Then you can have all these other friends. And if they really your friends, they gonna be your friends. They gonna be helpful and shit. If they not, they just gonna hold you back. You gonna know. Like, you might not know, but you're gonna know eventually. And it's kind of hard to know. But if you really open your mind, think about how motherfuckers treat you and how you treat them. If it's not the same or whatever, like, if you're not getting shit from them, bro, you do not have to socialize with them. They do not have to be in your life. I got motherfuckers that used to be in my life, and now they ain't in my life because they not shit to me. They not useful to me. They nothing. You know what I mean? They not benefiting me in any single way, shape, or form. And then, and when you realize that shit, that's when you focus on yourself, and you not worry about them other motherfuckers. And when you focus on yourself too, people will start coming to you. Whatever energy you put out, that's the energy you attract. You know what I mean? If you put out all this good energy, boom, 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 you a good ass person in general, you gonna get that shit back. You know what I mean? Like, just be a good person. Like, if you not, then that shit just, you don't care about yourself enough. It's not like you don't care about other people, like hurting other people's feelings and shit. You just don't care about yourself, because if you cared about yourself, you would not be doing that shit, because that's how people perceive you. That's how people look at you, as a bad person, because you don't give a fuck about yourself. You don't give a fuck about yourself, and you don't give a fuck about other people. Hold up, I think this R8 might be valeting. Shit. Hey, there's like one thing too. But of course, when I start talking, another car come up. I think he just dropping off though. Yeah, it look like he just dropping off. But one thing too is, when I was just watching through the last clip or whatever, and one thing too is, like, when you apply for jobs and shit, they don't know nothing about you, bro. That's the thing. Like you deserve, half of the time you deserve way more than what you gonna get, what job you gonna get. You know what I mean? Because they don't know how hard you really work. The only thing they know is your experience and your resume. You know what I mean? If anything, and then your interview. They don't know how much blood, sweat, and tears you did in the last job, how hard you work, how easy of a learner you are, how proficient, efficient, you know what I mean, how good you are. Really, they don't know that shit, because all they know is your little resume. Even if your resume say, oh, proficient at this, you know what I mean, shit like that. They don't really know. Everyone's resume says that shit, because we just writing shit so we can get the job anyways. You know what I mean? Like, half of the time that shit is not true for half the other people. You know what I mean? But it's true for you, and you know it. That's the thing. And then I knew it too when I was trying to get, before I even had a job, bruh. Let me think. Now, I was working at, when I was working at White Castle, they knew how much hard worker I was, and I was over here trying to apply for other jobs and shit. Even before that, even before I had a job, when I was unemployed, like, I ain't have shit. Even before that, I knew how much I could work, how much work I put in, you know what I mean? Not even how much I could work, how much work I put in, and how much dedication, how much shit I really do compared to other motherfuckers. They not compared to me, bro. They not compared to you, and you know that shit. That's the thing. The system don't know that shit. These jobs don't know that shit. That's why you gotta work for yourself. When you working for yourself and you do your own shit, you do shit at your own pace, you know what I mean? You really doing it on your own, because you don't need no other people. All you need for real, you just gotta be smart. You gotta have knowledge, intelligence, and then you gotta know what the fuck you doing, obviously. That comes with everything. But then you also have to have money for that shit. So save up your money, invest that money into whatever you want, into your assets, your business, whatever you're trying to do. And then eventually if you keep working, keep this cycle going. Don't keep that cycle of the rat race and shit. Like working 9 to 5 your whole life, bill by bill, you know what I mean? Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. You do not want that life, trust me. I haven't been living that life, but like, I feel like I'm about to go to that life, so I'm gonna prevent myself from going to that life, you know what I mean? Because at the rate I'm going, I'm gonna eventually be doing, I am doing the same shit every single week. So I gotta invest in these assets and shit. And then work on yourself, work on yourself, work on your energy, focus your energy, keep your energy to yourself, keep your energy safe, don't give that shit to random ass motherfuckers. Same thing with like soul ties and shit. Man, I don't know if y'all believe that shit, but I'm not over here I'm not fucking no random ass bitch, bro. Even like, not even random ass bitch, let's not even say that. I don't mean to, okay, excuse my language, I low-key been cussing a lot, and I don't mean to say bitch, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna mess with no random girl, bro. Like, that's not even in me. Even if we close like that, it's still not even in me. We gotta be something, you know what I mean? We gotta be a thing, you know what I mean? I'm not that your energy transfer, you know what I mean? Sexual energy, them little sex demons and shit. Man, like, they gonna get to you, cause like, that's just how we are, bro. That's how humans are, bro. We just like that. Like, we crave sexual energy, and you can't be giving that shit to random ass people. That's gonna pull you down, especially if you're giving it to people that are already down in life, you know what I mean? That got not shit going for them. You're gonna keep craving that same motherfucker, because this the motherfucker that's giving you the shit, you know what I mean? So you gotta move on eventually. You can't be stuck in that cycle of giving your sex energy or sexual energy or energy in general to fucking people that don't deserve it, people that ain't worth your time, really, you know what I mean? Don't give your energy to people that are temporary, you know what I mean? Like, it's not worth your energy, it's not worth your time, and they just don't know any better. So you just gotta be the one to know better, because it's your life, you know what I mean? You don't want to fuck up your own life. You only get one, and you want to live the best life you can, you know? Wherever you're at, point in time in your life, focus on yourself, focus on your energy, focus on everything about you, and then everything will come to you eventually. By everything, I mean everything that you seek for, everything that you want, everything that you want, you're gonna get, you know what I mean? Everything that you work for, you're gonna get, because anything you see out there, you can get. You just gotta get it, you know what I mean? And then it might take some time, but you're gonna get it eventually. Same things, like, I'm talking about possessions, I'm talking about whatever, assets, business, whatever. Even like if you're trying to get to a certain point, like your prime life, your prime time, your prime energy, you're trying to get there, you're gonna get there eventually. You just gotta work for it. You gotta let that shit come. Don't stress it too much. You can't make time progress, you know what I mean? Time gonna move second by second, hour by hour, day by day, no matter what you do. It's always the sun always gonna set, the sun always gonna come up at the same time. And then whenever shit happens, what happened, you know what I mean? You can't change that shit. There ain't no time machine in life. You just gotta live life and do whatever's good for you, you feel me? But yeah, I'm about to read this book again, and I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna catch up with y'all again if some shit comes to my mind, because I just be speaking my mind. If shit comes up, I just fuck around and record it, you know what I mean? Because you never know. I gotta start posting these videos and shit too, because if I'm not posting these videos, I'm doing it all for no reason. I mean, it's letting shit out too, though, and that's pretty helpful, but I'm just trying to inform y'all. I'm trying to let y'all know. I'm trying to get y'all on some game too, and maybe y'all could split some game for me too, because shit, we all in this together.